What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Monday Night Raw. I hope you all enjoyed Money in the Bank last time out. Of course, we are now 2 weeks away from the Raw exclusive pay-per-view Unforgiven, which leads us into SummerSlam. It's going to be an amazing show tonight. However, we end the show with Stone Cold Steve Austin taking on Dean Ambrose, but we start the show with Nia Jax having her last chance at getting some Women's Championship glory. Her best route to actually retaining a chance at, obviously, a Women's Championship glory, as I mentioned earlier, is to win this match tonight. She is facing the Women's Champion in action tonight, Lita, of course. If she can get the result in favour of her tonight, that means by pinfall or submission, not by countout. If she can get a win, then she is entering the Women's Championship match at Unforgiven in 2 weeks' time. Obviously, AJ Lee is the #1 contender right now, however, Nia Jax was livid with that. She wanted to be involved in that match, obviously didn't get the chance to, and so she took matters into her own hands, decimating AJ Lee. We are not sure yet if she is fit for returning in time for Unforgiven, so Nia Jax does indeed have one last chance at getting back into the Women's Championship picture. All she has to do is beat the champion. Speaking of which, let's bring her out here. Honestly, this woman must be sick of the sight of Nia Jax at this point. She wants to have got her out of her rear view mirror at this point, because obviously she defeated Nia Jax, what was it, 3 weeks ago now, 2 weeks ago, at the Raw exclusive pay-per-view. Bad Blood. It was an amazing show and an amazing match between these two women, and of course Lita did eventually get the win in a Falls Count Anywhere match. It's going to be harder for her tonight, because obviously she didn't get to use the environment to her advantage anymore, because of course that will get her disqualified. And obviously, we saw last time out in a normal match between these two, Lita lost by countout. However, it's a different rules by this match. Let's see how Nia Jax fares. Let's get the match started, please, before I just completely fuck this up. Here we go. Nia Jax versus Lita. And Lita off to a good start so far. Drop kicks to the back of Nia Jax there. Manages to avoid Nia Jax only temporarily. Hang on. This is all very weird right now. Nia Jax getting Lita into a front face lock now, bringing those knees into Lita and then to the face. Goodness gracious me. And then Nia Jax takes her down with a massive, massive running clothesline right there. Although Lita picks up Dragon Screw, takes down Nia Jax very quickly there. Good stuff from Lita so far. Leg drop from the champion to Nia Jax. It's a great way to kick off the show tonight. I must also say the match between Dean Ambrose and Stone Cold, as Nia Jax drives a knee into the stomach of Lita right there, and then a big body side slam right there. The Shield are banned from ringside, so Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are not allowed out. Otherwise, of course, Dean Ambrose will lose via disqualification. And obviously, he will not really want that, seeing as Stone Cold is supposed to be facing the Shield at Unforgiven with their two partners that have not yet been announced, in order to obviously have a shot at the WWE Championship after CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero are done. It's all interweaved on Monday Night Raw at the moment. It's all very interweaved and very interesting. I hope you all are enjoying the ride. I know I am. Right now, Nia Jax is giving a ride to Lita that she certainly is not enjoying. Nia Jax going for the Women's Champion right now and not letting up until she's got another shot at that title, no doubt about it. And right now, buckle bomb from Nia Jax onto Lita. Lita looks in some pain right now, and Nia Jax can tell she's going for a cover, getting a 1 count and a 2, and Lita kicks out at 2. It's going to be very difficult to put Lita away, as Nia Jax has learned over the past few weeks. But that uppercut right there, that has just leveled Lita right there. Absolutely leveled her. Hang on, Lita reversal there, going for an oh my god, she went for a spear or something, and Nia Jax just took it, and there was a crucifix takedown there from Lita, and it forced Nia Jax outside, and Nia Jax with the power just pulls Lita out with her. Bloody hell. That's some power that you don't want to behold when it's your opponent. Nia Jax has Lita up, and then dropping her face first on the apron, the LED board as well. That's not going to be fun for you, let me tell you. I don't want to experience that myself, but I can't imagine that's too much fun. Bloody hell. And an elbow drop from Lita on the back, the lower back of Lita. Not looking good for the Women's Champion right now. Nia Jax certainly delivering a beatdown to this woman right now. In fact, Nia has her up right now into a move that has taken out AJ Lee before. Going for the cover now. Is it over for the champion? Gets a 2 count and a kick out from Lita. Big kick out from Lita. But Nia Jax right now is on a tear. She is on a rampage at this point, and I don't know if Lita can survive this. Although she has just got out of a potential move from Nia. only for Nia to go right back in there with that big, massive knee to the gut there, and then a spine buster from Lita. Sorry, spine buster from Nia. Lita's in trouble. She keeps getting out of those moves, whatever Lita's going for, and Lita keeps delivering this big knee to the gut. And again, she fights out, does Lita. Fair play to her. She's putting up a fight, and now takes down Lita, going for a rest hold here, trying to get some stamina back, I assume. She's been battered left, right, and centre by Nia Jax. It's been all Nia so far in this match. Right now, Lita trying to change that. Actually, kind of succeeding so far. And hang on, never mind. Never mind. It's looking bad now. Big elbow there from Nia. And takes Lita down with authority. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. It's not looking good for Lita right now. It's not looking good. Nia Jax is walking around her, prowling around like she's the champion and not Lita. It could very well be the case if she gets the win tonight and gets the win at Unforgiven as well. Powerbomb from Nia. Bloody hell, she's throwing Lita around like she's nothing. Like she's nothing. Domination right now from the former number one contender. Former number one contender. Not current, obviously, because that belongs to AJ Lee. Although by the end of the night, by the looks of things, it will be a different picture altogether. Right now, Nia Jax went for something. Either way, Lita gets out of the way. Again with a reversal from Lita. Big reversal from Lita. And again, Nia says no. And goes for an STO. Lita gets out of the way. Went for a kick, possibly for a twist of fate. And Nia Jax decimates her. Nia Jax has decimated Lita tonight. Actually just ruined her. It's ridiculous. It's insane. Nia Jax now walking around with Lita. And hang on, what's she going for here? Puts her back up. And here we go. Finishing move, Samoan drop on Lita. That's it, everyone. You can count to 100. Lita's done. Lita is done, and Nia Jax is joining the match at Unforgiven. Surely, Lita looks out. She looks out cold. And referee, you're going to have to count right now. Count the pin. Takes a bit of time to get into position, but finally gets the 2 count. And Lita kicks out. And somehow, Lita kicks out. Was that the best decision from her, though? We're soon to find out, surely. But I don't know if she really should have done that. She probably should have just taken the loss and lived to fight another day. Because, honestly, it's at a point where you just think, maybe not. Maybe not tonight. And a body slam there from Nia Jax. Bloody hell. And now getting Lita up for a spine buster. Good God. Lita's going to be ruined by the end of this match. She's trying to get to her feet. And Nia Jax with a clubbing blow right there. And tries to go for a second. Lita gets the reversal in though. Fighting back with everything she has. Now going for a neck breaker. And bam! Connecting on Nia. Connecting on Nia. Looks like she's calling for the end here. Could be going for that DDT or the twist of fate. She's going for the DDT. DDT connecting on Nia Jax. This got the match won for her. At Bad Blood. Is it over now for Nia? Here we go. Going for the cover. And oh my God. A kick out at 1 from Nia Jax. A kick out from 1 by Nia Jax. That's got to be demoralizing for Lita. Although she keeps up the fight. She keeps going. She's not done yet as Lita. Showing the crowd that she can still beat Nia Jax, and she's got to do a lot of work to do so, but she'll put it in. If anyone can put it in, it's Lita. But right now, oh my God, decked by Nia Jax right there, and a leg drop, huge leg drop on the throat of Lita. Could very well have crushed her throat right there, and now Nia looks to be calling for the end. Lita struggling to her feet. She's up there now, and Nia, oh dear. Oh, it's over. It's over. Nia Jax takes down Lita with another Samoan drop. That's got to be one of the most uncomfortable looking moves to receive in all of the WWE. And Nia Jax looks like she has just put away the women's champion. And there we go, turning her over, going for the cover. Is this it for Lita now? Gets a 2 count, and she still survives. And she still, I mean, this is a mistake. This is surely a mistake from Lita. She needs to live to fight another day. She's got a championship to defend in 2 weeks. Be it against AJ Lee or Nia Jax or both of them. She's got to fight another day, surely. And right now, Nia Jax just carrying her around like she's nothing. And eventually her body gives out. Eventually her back gives out. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, hang on. Lita surviving. Taking Nia Jax off her feet before getting her back up. Now sending her into the corner. fight left in Lita indeed. There is fight left in Lita. Nia Jax now sent onto the middle rope. Strength from Lita right there. Going for a Hurricane Rana off the top. Big Frankensteiner from Lita. Big Frankensteiner. And now, out on the top. And a big slingshot dive there from Lita on the prone body of Nia Jax. Turning her around. Going for an extreme twist of fate there from Lita. Huge move on Nia Jax. Is it over for her? Is her chance at the Women's Championship over? No. A kick out from Nia. Big kick out from Nia Jax. Goodness me, this is mental. This is mental. And now calling Nia to her feet. This could be it for her. And oh no. Oh no. A reversal from Nia leaves Lita in one place and one place only. And Nia Jax has her up. And down with another Samoan drop. That's the third of the night. And that's got to be lights out for the Women's Champion. This time, surely. This time, surely that is it. If she kicks out again, then Nia Jax may want to just go to SmackDown. Like, Nikki Bella might be a more viable opponent. And no, Lita does not kick out this time. And Nia Jax will be involved in the Women's Championship match at Unforgiven. Be it a singles match or be it a triple threat, that depends on whether or not AJ Lee can compete. We'll find out in the coming weeks, I'm sure. But goodness me, what a performance from Nia Jax. Lita put up as much of a fight as she could. But I've never seen such a dominant performance against the champion before. Not since Brock Lesnar decimated John Cena a few SummerSlams ago. Goodness me, what a match. And what a performance from Nia Jax. Up after this match, I believe we have coverage of a Randy Orton match. Oh no, sorry, before that, we actually have a Fatal 4-Way to find out who will join Neville and Finn Balor in the European Championship match at Unforgiven. But it looks right now like Lita is in for a bit more punishment at the hands of Nia Jax. Oh god, this could be bad. This could be really bad for Lita. Will she be able to make it to Unforgiven? Or will it be the night for Nia Jax to take the championship by forfeit? She's just slammed Lita against the barricade there. Lita, her back's going to be broken at the end of this. This is ridiculous. Nia Jax is carrying her around like she's a feather. This is insane. And now, good God, slamming her against the post and taking her down as well after that. That's ridiculous strength from Nia Jax. Ridiculous strength. Getting her up now. And taking her down with another front slam. Lita, her back is going to be in some serious pain. The doctors need to look at her after this. The doctors severely need to pay attention to her back after this. Because she might not make it to Unforgiven. Bloody hell. Lita with a fourth Samoan drop of the night. Nia Jax stands tall. And here we go now, time for a Fatal 4-Way match which will decide the third member of the European Championship match at Unforgiven. Obviously Neville has been dominant as a champion since becoming the European Champion at Payback, but he's only been competing in singles one-on-one competition so far, and now the general manager wants to put him to the test, wants to see how he fares against two opponents in a triple threat match. DDP being the first man in this match. Let's find out who the other three members are of this match. It's Chris Jericho, everyone. The list of Jericho is here, and he is looking to add DDP and two other men into it as he books his place at Unforgiven to fight for that European title. Can he do so? It's going to be a hard ask for him because the other two men that are about to come out are some proper solid opponents. Let's bring them out. As I said, scary, actually, is probably the best description of Samoa Joe. Scary, in fact, terrifying. Samoa Joe is out here tonight, and he could very easily decimate every man in this match. Can he get the victory, however? That's a whole other story. Let's bring out the final man, who has certainly got a history with winning championships, and will look to steal a victory here tonight as well. And there he is. It's Carlito, everyone. Right back on Monday Night Raw tonight, trying to book a place again, as I said, at the European Championship match at Unforgiven. Imagine how much his career could take off with a win here tonight against three top quality superstars on Monday Night Raw. Chris Jericho, DDP, Samoa Joe, and Carlito. Let's get the match started. And here we go. Chris Jericho, Samoa Joe. DDP and Carlito. So far, Chris Jericho getting the upper hand on Carlito. He'll be looking to get a quick victory. These two men obviously very familiar with trying to get cheap wins, Chris Jericho and Carlito. Chris Jericho going for a quick roll-up, but Carlito kicks out very quickly indeed. And the match is going to continue for much longer than that, I imagine. Carlito getting a reversal on Chris Jericho, and DDP so far getting the upper hand on Samoa Joe. That's a surprise to, I'm sure, many of you. Samoa Joe having a pretty bad start, actually, so far. Chris Jericho getting Carlito up, but no, DDT from Carlito. Big reversal from Carlito, indeed. Former Intercontinental Champion in his own right, and a Tag Team Champion as well. Samoa Joe finally turning the table on DDP, although DDP sends him back into the ring. Chop from Jericho onto Carlito, and goes for a DDT that takes out Carlito for the time being. And now, again, DDP showing some freshness over Samoa Joe at the moment. Actually really taking it to Joe right now. And a big suplex there from Jericho, taking down Carlito. And it looks like DDP's going to pay attention to him as well. DDP taking out Carlito. And the referee's in the way of Chris Jericho. And a suplex from Jericho on the referee. That was a mistake, wasn't it? Must have been. And DDP unable to capitalize on Carlito springing off the ropes. Samoa Joe now in the ring, and Chris Jericho catches him and going for a big, powerful suplex. Does Jericho, strength on Jericho right there, and he shows the crowd as well, beating his chest. What a man is Jericho, and a kick to the back of Joe. Joe having a pretty poor showing so far in the match. Can he turn it around? I'm sure he'll want to. He'll need to if he wants to become European Champion in the coming weeks. Takes Jericho out onto the outside of the ring. And, oh dear me, good God, big belly-to-belly suplex from Samoa Joe. Jericho out on his back, and Samoa Joe laying it in on him, although Carlito throws him out, looking to get the offense in on his own. In fact, no, he's gone after Joe. Was that the best idea from Carlito? Was that the best idea? Now Chris Jericho taking it to DDP, two WCW members of old, going at it. Carlito actually really going after Samoa Joe right now, and actually getting the upper hand of things. DDP right now getting taken to by Chris Jericho. Big kick there, and a right hand, and a kick again, and a Mongolian chop right there. And now DDP gets a reversal, and Carlito actually really taking out Samoa Joe right now. I'm surprised at the performance of Joe, as I mentioned before. I expected a little bit more. And now Jericho has DDP up, and down with a big suplex right there. Good stuff from Jericho, and an elbow drop to go with it. And now, oh, hang on, no, Joe reversed by Carlito. Again, everyone seems to have the number of Samoa Joe at the moment. You'd have expected him to be the favourite in this match so far. However, not the case as the way this match is going. And Jericho right now pulling DDP into the centre of the ring, going for a Lion Salt. Lion Salt connects, goes for a cover. Is it over? Going for the cover, gets a 1 count and a 2, and DDP kicks out just in time. Goodness me, Carlito was not ready to break that pin up. It looked like it could have very easily been Jericho's match to win right there. And now DDP on the ropes. Jericho looking to make things even more problematic for that man right there. Samoa Joe on his back. Carlito taking it to the big man right now. And Jericho, what's he going for here? DDP on his feet now. Is this a good idea? Blockbuster from Carlito, and a big suicide dive from Chris Jericho. Goodness me. That was absolutely fantastic from both those wrestlers right there. And Samoa Joe looks like he's done with Carlito. And now it's Carlito and it's Chris Jericho and Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe has the upper hand so far. Gets Jericho up and takes him down with a huge slam right there. Big slam. Jericho in some pain right there, landed out on his face. And a knee drop will certainly not help things for him. Struggling up now. And Samoa Joe working. Oh, goodness me. He's going to toss him. Tosses him right over in front of DDP. Goodness me, Samoa Joe broke up the cover before DDP could go for it. I just sneezed, so, apologies for that. And Dragon Sleeper now from Joe. Dragon Sleeper from Joe on Chris Jericho. And they both break it up in the end, just DDP and Carlito. The match does continue. Samoa Joe seems to have turned it round, though, now. Actually going for Chris Jericho, trying to get some offense in. And is certainly succeeding in doing so. What's he going for now, Samoa Joe? Sending Jericho into the turnbuckles. Proper forearm to the back right there, and a kick, and a forearm to the chest. Goodness me, Samoa Joe properly battering Jericho right now. Things were looking good for him earlier on, and then Samoa Joe got involved. And a kick out at 1 from Chris Jericho. Needed that if he was going to remain in the match, obviously. DDP and Carlito are having their own little battle on the outside right now. Carlito's spent like moments inside the ring, and most of it has just been just not really getting involved in the pinfalls, which is bizarre, you might say. Samoa Joe taking Chris Jericho up top now. Top of the ring. Top rope. What's Joe going for here? Is this a wise decision? What if Jericho reverses this? He could very easily do so. Is he going to? No. Big butterfly suplex there from Samoa Joe. DDP now in the ring, going after... Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Samoa Joe doesn't give a shit. Samoa doesn't care. Good God. Jericho up now. What's Joe going for? Joe. Oh my God, a buckle bomb. Buckle bomb there from Joe. And hang on, Jericho gets a shoulder tackle in on Joe. And a second one, taking down Samoa Joe so far. Hang on, he's gone over the ropes, but he's not out yet. Joe hasn't figured that out just right now. And hang on. Double axe handle from Jericho. Double axe handle from Jericho. And Carlito's in there. Carlito. Reverse DDT from Carlito. Jericho down. Jericho down. Carlito up. Carlito's a chance here to get the match won. Everyone else is outside the ring. Chris Jericho on his back. Starting to get to his feet now. Carlito with a chance to become #1 contender. No. Chris Jericho gets out of the way. Chris Jericho gets out of the way. Goodness me. And now Jericho has Carlito. Oh my God, he's got him in the Lion Tamer. Lion Tamer from Jericho. Big move right now. And no, Carlito gets the hold out of the way. He somehow survives one of the most painful submission moves in all of WWE. And it looks like he's quite pissed off actually at that. Oh my God, hang on, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Big DDT right there on the side. Oh my God. Oh my God, there was a pinfall going on the centre of the ring right there, and I wasn't sure what was happening right there. And it looks like DDP did indeed kick out from Samoa Joe's move. I don't know what it was, because the cameras were focused on Carlito, who slammed Jericho face first on the apron. He's busted open right now, and a Hurricane Rana taking Jericho out for the time being. Carlito needs to try and get this match won. And beating down an already battered Chris Jericho isn't going to do so, as Chris Jericho just got out of the way of a big drop kick, and now gets himself back in the ring as Carlito is down. Samoa Joe right now standing in the ring. Is this going to work out for Jericho? Or is... oh, hang on. DDP with a reversal there. Jericho. Carlito. Big forearm from Chris Jericho onto Carlito. Big move needed there from Jericho indeed. And an enziguri as well to go with it. Big moves from Jericho coming out right now. All these men are absolutely going for it, in fairness. Not giving each other a moment's notice. Big powerbomb there from DDP. Jericho rolls him up though. Samoa Joe down. Jericho rolling up DDP. Is this over? Gets a 2 count. And no, DDP kicks out just in time. That would have been a typically Jericho finish, wouldn't it? But no, he gets DDP going for a reverse neckbreaker. Big move there from Jericho indeed. And now, pulling DDP over, going for another lion salt. This one connects, and Samoa Joe suffers from it as well. Samoa Joe suffers from the lion salt at the same time as DDP does, obviously getting a bit of the brunt of that. And a big code breaker from Jericho. Code breaker from Jericho on Samoa Joe. Is it over now? Jericho busted open, bloodied. He can barely see from the blood that's flowing down his face. But he's gone for the code breaker. He connects with it, going for the pinfall now. And no, a rope break. A rope break prevents Joe from losing to Chris Jericho. Goodness me. Discus forearm misses. Carlito gets in the way. Throws Jericho back outside the ring. And a big forearm to Jericho, taking him outside. Carlito seems obsessed with taking things outside. Meanwhile, Samoa Joe has the kick in, has the clutch locked in. Is it over? Is it over? No. Carlito broke it up. Carlito broke it up. Good God. Samoa Joe had the match won, and Carlito got out of it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And now, Carlito in trouble. Clothesline, no. He sends Jericho outside the ring. It's just Carlito, and what's he doing? He had DDP all to himself. He just received the Coquina clutch. Instead, he sends Jericho back inside. What is Carlito doing here? What is he doing? What is he playing at? He's gonna... Hang on, he's gone for a submission here. Looking to get Jericho to tap out. And no, DDP breaks that up. And DDP tries to get involved. But not working out right now. Not working out at all. Russian leg sweep right now from Carlito to Chris Jericho. Back suplex from Samoa Joe to DDP. I can barely keep up with the action, to be honest with you. I apologise if my commentating has suffered from it. But, you know, it's been a crazy match. Been a very good match of that as well, might I add. DDP reversing Samoa Joe. Going now for DDC. Samoa Joe reverses. Honestly, any of these men could put a big fight up for Neville and Finn Balor. Chris Jericho, of course, being the most decorated of these men, but not by so much, because, of course, DDP, a very successful wrestler at WCW. Carlito, hang on. Oh, big cutter there from DDP. Carlito getting involved, though. Snap suplex from Carlito. Goes for the cover on DDP. Is this over? Has he just won off a suplex? No, DDP kicks out. Needed to do so. Samoa Joe is out right now. He just received the cutter. The diamond cutter, might I add. Chris Jericho out the side of the ring. Samoa Joe just starting to get to his feet. Again, Carlito's trying to get someone outside the ring. Is that the wise? He's not going for a win at the moment, Carlito. Big body splash there from DDP springboard. And DDP blocked by Carlito there. Pushed away. What is going on in this match right now has actually just been incredible. DDP has Carlito in a face lock. Gets out of it. Chris Jericho now has to focus on Joe. Stomps the back of his leg. Now going for a body slam. Michinoku driver. Connects with it. Going for a cover. Is it over? Is it over? Gets a 1 count and a 2. And DDP breaks it up. DDP needed to break that up if he was going to win this match. And he did so. And went for the atomic drop afterwards to full effect. Jericho down right now. In some trouble. Going for a cover right now is DDP. Carlito still stood in the ring. And a big kick out from Jericho before 1. You're going to have to do a lot more to Jericho than just an atomic drop. That's for sure. Carlito pushing DDP away there from Jericho. That could have caused him more damage, if anything. And Carlito again taking action outside. What is he doing? He's actually fucking mental. And Samoa Joe following suit. Why? Yeah, I think he realised why that's a bad idea. And goes after Jericho. Looks to turn him round. Working on that neck again. The neck that DDP was working on just moments ago before Carlito broke it up. What is Carlito doing today? He's actually just fucking mental, isn't he? Going for a small package driver there on DDP. Taking him down with full effect. And now, Joe going for a German suplex. Rolling through. Going now into a double... What is that? A full Nelson suplex. And now, completing the trifecta. And a kick out before 1. The Chimeraplex didn't take out Jericho. And Samoa Joe still has work to do if he's going to win this match. And now he's got the sleeper locked in. Got the Dragon sleeper locked in. Is Jericho going to tap out? Is he going to tap out? Will the Lion tap out? No. No, he won't. He breaks out of it. Knees to the face there of Samoa Joe. Goes for Enziguri. Doesn't connect. Joe with a back fist blocked by Jericho. Samoa Joe blocks the suplex from Carlito. Still focused on Joe right now is Jericho for the time being. Going now for the Walls of Jericho. Walls of Jericho. Chance now for Y2J to become #1 contender. Can he do it? Samoa Joe locked in the Walls of Jericho. Is he going to submit? Will he submit to Jericho? DDP getting in the ring now. Can he stop it from happening? He's looking to. Oh no. Samoa Joe gets out of it just in time. And DDP, what's he doing here? Kicks to the stomach of Jericho right there. Goodness me. This has actually just been incredible. These 4 men have put up such a good fight. And I don't know which way it's going to go now. I do not know which way it's going to go. Samoa Joe working on the head of Jericho as DDP takes him down with a bomb right there. And still Jericho fights back. Elbow to the back of to the face of Samoa Joe. DDP with a splash. DDP with a big splash right there. Jericho going for a roll-up. Roll-up from Jericho. Is it over? Going for the cover. Gets a 2 count. Is it over? 3. Jericho wins via roll-up. Amazing steal from Jericho. What a match. And Jericho wins it with a roll-up. Amazing stuff. Actually amazing stuff. These 4 men showed how much it means to become European champion, and Jericho just about had enough to get the win there, rolling up DDP with just about enough to get the match won. Amazing performance from all 4 men right there. And of course now it will be Finn Balor versus Neville versus Y2J for the European Championship at Unforgiven. What a match that is destined to be. And right now we're moving on in the show. We've got a bit of a highlights package of Randy Orton taking on, I believe, Goldust. Let's get that one underway. So now, obviously, heading into the Goldust Randy Orton match, it's one that's quite interesting because, of course, Goldust is definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, a legend of the business and will no doubt go into the Hall of Fame one day. But Randy Orton at the moment is on a bit of a spree, a legend-killing spree. And so far, he went right out of the gates at Goldust. And perhaps this match isn't even necessary to be a highlights package because it was so quick, frankly. Randy Orton out the gates, 2 clotheslines, a kick with the knee hitting the back of the head there, and then follows up with a stomp on the back of the head. It was nothing short of vicious from Randy Orton. And yes, Goldust got a bit of a flurry in there. Went for a suplex. It was blocked by a knee to the top of the head from Randy. And then an RKO. And that was match over from there. However, Randy Orton did not go for the cover. Randy Orton could have gone for the cover. That would have been the match over. You can see Goldust there, lifeless, limp, his arm just being dragged along by the foot of Randy Orton. Randy Orton decided to taunt though, and Goldust eventually got to his feet, only to receive the Hangman DDT that we see right here. Vicious from Randy Orton. All the targeting on the head right there to full effect. And then, of course, he went for the move that has decimated everyone on the roster so far. He went for the punt kick. The referee told him to take some distance because actually we have recently found out that Goldust took a bit of a concussion injury as a result of that punt kick. However, of course, the match did come to an end here with Randy Orton getting the 3 count over Goldust. What a result for Randy Orton. He's got 3 wins for 3, I think, so far since debuting on Raw. That includes Bret Hart, and I believe that includes, I think, either Rikishi or someone like that. I can't remember. But either way, Kurt Angle took exception to the fact that Randy Orton keeps getting involved with hurting legends of the business, and decided to take that into his own hands and delivered a massive slap to the face there of Randy Orton, really showing a lot of disrespect to Orton, the same kind of disrespect that Orton has been showing to all the legends of the business. By the way, it wasn't Rikishi, it was Rhino who he decimated last week. And of course, Kurt Angle delivered here the triple German suplex, and if you thought that was it, he delivered the ultimate show of disrespect here, taunting Orton with his own taunt, and then delivering an RKO to Randy Orton. Kurt Angle has sent a message to Randy Orton there, and I hope we will get to see those two one-on-one in the near future. Anyway, now let's get on to the main event of the evening. Well, no doubt there were some crazy scenes going down between Kurt Angle and Randy Orton right there. Absolutely amazing stuff. But now we've got the main event now, and it's Dean Ambrose, 1/3 of the Shield coming down here. As I said earlier, he's not allowed to have Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins outside with him. It's going to be him one-on-one with the Rattlesnake himself. Speaking of which, let's get him out. When that glass shatters, in the words of JBL, business picks up. And Steve Austin is out here, and he is ready to kick some ass, put some boots to asses, and get the job done against another member of the Shield. Can he do so? We're about to find out in the main event of Monday Night Raw, episode 31. Alright, here we go. Dean Ambrose in Shield attire, Stone Cold in no nonsense. A kick from, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Everything's gone so quickly, but suddenly Dean Ambrose is in some trouble right now. He realizes he's in a proper fight right now. And Stone Cold, with a kick to the gut, follows it up with a Stone Cold Stunner already. Massive Stone Cold Stunner on Dean Ambrose, going for a cover on Dean. Is it over already? Gets a 2 count, and Stone Cold, no! Dean Ambrose kicks out. Oh my god, what a start for Stone Cold Steve Austin there. Dean Ambrose, I mean, Stone Cold has been riding a wave of momentum since defeating Seth Rollins, and he could have very easily got a victory over Roman Reigns at Bad Blood. And right now, Stone Cold is punishing Dean for even trying to kick out the stunner. Stone Cold is on a mission right now, absolutely on a mission. And now he's turning Dean Ambrose over, and here we go, tuning up the band, and bam, there it goes. No sweet chin music for you, nothing but fists from Stone Cold. Really giving it to Dean Ambrose right now, and Dean Ambrose in some serious trouble. Stone Cold stalking him right now. Stalking him. It's oh god. Dean Ambrose with a reversal there. Gets him in a bulldog position. Takes him down with a bulldog. Dean Ambrose now with a chance. Look, he's fired up now as well. This match is not going to last long the way this is going. Dean Ambrose putting the fight to Stone Cold right now. Needs to continue it as much as he can. Gets the forearms in, a second one as well. Against the ropes now, off the turnbuckle. And what's he going for here? Clothesline into the bulldog here. There we go, vintage Dean Ambrose. He's fighting back against Stone Cold. As I said earlier, though, this match is not going to last long at this rate. Not at all. And Stone Cold with a right hand there, taking Dean Ambrose right down again. Goodness me, Stone Cold is pissed tonight. He is pissed off tonight. Hang on, reversal from Dean. Big reversal from Dean. He needed that. He bloody needed that. And now he's got Stone Cold in his hands. Puts him against the ropes. And looking to go for an Irish whip. Stone Cold blocks. Right hand to the face of Dean Ambrose. And oh no, Dean Ambrose. Lariat there from Dean Ambrose. Big lariat taking out Stone Cold for the time being. Stone Cold picked up to his feet. What's Dean going for here? What's he going for here? Knee to the face of Stone Cold. Big knee to the face of Stone Cold. Now what? Big snap suplex as well. Following it up with a lot of moves right now. A big flurry from Dean there. Shows that he's still in this match in spite of that early Stone Cold stunner. Goodness me, he needs to be if he's going to win this match. Stone Cold getting toyed with now by Dean. Not sure if that's the right idea from Dean Ambrose. And showing that with a punch to the gut right there. Dean, however, hang on. He's got him again. Oh my god, the massive cutter. The old dirty deeds right there from Dean Ambrose. Taking out Stone Cold. That big shot to the neck there is going to do Stone Cold a lot of damage. Dean Ambrose now stalking Stone Cold. It's got a lot different now. Dirty Deeds coming up. Here it is. Dirty Deeds from Dean Ambrose. Is it over? Going for the cover as Stone Cold just been pinned by one member of the Shield. Gets a 2 count. And no, Stone Cold kicks out at 2. Oh my goodness me, Stone Cold kicks out at 2. Massive there from the Rattlesnake. He needed to do that. It could. My God, this match is 100 miles an hour already. Goodness me, what a match from these two already. And drop kick misses. Drop kick misses from Dean. Big drop kick miss from Dean. That could be the end for him. Stone Cold Stunner connects on Dean Ambrose. And that's it for him. Stone Cold showing that he's done the business and he's got this match in the bag. Taunting him right now. Taunting him. Is he done? He's picking Dean back up. He's picking him back up. This is mental. And a second stunner, the third of the night. Dean Ambrose has got to be out now. A second in a row without reply from Dean. Count to 100, referee. This is over. And there we go. Stone Cold gets a win over 2 out of 3 of the Shield. And he's going into the Unforgiven 6-man tag match with some momentum behind him. That is for sure. Respect is due to Dean Ambrose, of course. He did kick out of the Stone Cold Stunner right at the start of the match that we're seeing right here. It was literally one of the first moves of the night, and Stone Cold was baffled by the fact that Dean Ambrose actually managed to kick out. And we did see a bit of a response from Dean. This massive lariat whiplashing off the ropes into that Dirty Deeds DDT. That may well have been the end of the match right there. That could have been the end for Stone Cold. This Dirty Deeds DDT right on the head of a repaired neck, by the way. Stone Cold has a repaired neck, and of course, it didn't matter in the end. It was Stone Cold who got the victory and will be celebrating into the night. And as we can see right here... Oh, hang on, never mind. No, wait, no, my God. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. They're all back in the ring now. The Shield capitalizing like wolves on a wounded Stone Cold. And Dean with a massive right hand to Stone Cold. He's going to need 2 extra men to help him out with these two at Unforgiven, that's for sure.